Hi, Marie Leszewski from Laurel Mountain Basket Company. Well, now that we've completed our gift basket and we have it all wrapped in cello, it's time to put a really beautiful bow on top. If you're new to the industry, I do recommend that you start with a wired bow because it's a lot easier to handle and it stays where you put it. As you become better at making bows, there are a number of different styles, different textures of bows, and you'll want to experiment until you find something that you're very comfortable with. There are also a number of different ways to make a bow. I'm going to show you what I think is one of the easier ways. I'm going to use two different kinds of ribbon. This is sort of a dotted Swiss, and this is a very, it has a lot of glitter in it. I think they make very pretty bows. I'm going to put these two together. I like to use either two different textures or 2 or 3 different colors. I think it just adds a little bit of character. What you need to do is get several yards of length. So let's see, about 3 yards of length here. The beginnings of the ribbon. Put the two together. You put the two pieces of ribbon together and we start making a loop. Now it's not a very big basket, so we don't want a very big loop. And all you do is take your ribbons and continue like this. Keeping the ribbon straight because, as you can see, it starts to get a little twisted and you're going to want the top side to be showing. In this ribbon, it's not that important. But if you have a ribbon that definitely has a top and a bottom, you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping the ribbons straight. Let's see what we have here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. You'll want to do about 4 loops on each side, so that's going to be 8. Cut your ribbon. Gather it there. Take your loop and you fold it in half. Now, I hope you have very strong hands because the next part can be a little tricky. It's cutting through all of these layers of ribbons, and with the wire it makes it a little bit tougher, but just you're going to make a Y, a Y here. Once you get through the wire part, it's not too bad. As I mentioned, there's a number of different ways to make a bow. When I'm making a number of bows, if I have a big project and I'm going to be making 30, 40, 50 bows, I use a Bowdabra. I use it because I have arthritis in my hands and it just makes it, gives my hands a little bit of a rest. It's very much the same principle. But if you're only making a couple of bows, especially these beautiful big bows, they're easy enough to make by hand. Next, you'll want to take a length of curling ribbon. Wrap it here. Curling ribbon is very strong, but it will break. So you need to make sure it's secure, but you don't want to pull it too tightly so that it breaks. I like to bring it around at least another time, so that I know that it is secure. You can see the arthritis is kicking a little today, making it a little difficult to even tie a knot. There we go. Then you're going to want to start with either end. It really doesn't matter. This is going to be your tail here. And you start pulling from the inside out. Now you do have a little bit of tail here, which we'll take care of. Just going to cut it back. so it doesn't show. And you'll pull one to the top, give it a twist, to the bottom, give it a twist. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Go to the other side, do the same thing. If you alternate them, it'll give you one pattern. If you don't, it'll give you another. Again, it all depends on the look that you're trying to achieve. Here we have our bow. And because it is wired, you can manipulate until you get the look you're looking for. Tie it onto the fan of our basket. And again, work it a little until you get what you're looking for. That's not too bad. Again, down here, again, a matter of taste. You can either give it this kind of look, or if you prefer, just a slanted cut. And you'll find something that you enjoy, that you like, and that's all that matters, is that you're comfortable and it's something that you like doing. So there you have just a very, well, sort of a plain bow.